to our very first lesson, Primary 4 Social Studies by OTIM Solomon. The topic is Security Service in our district. It has been a long time since we met after our Zoom lessons. So in this lesson, we are going to look at security services in our district. I would like to request that you get your pen and your book so that you take notes, and also keep posting your comments as we are live in this lesson. We are going to look at the different departments or sections of the police and their roles. We shall also look at the different roles of those particular departments of the police. Then we shall look at the different problems facing the Uganda Police Force, and that is what we are going to look at in this lesson. So we are going to start with looking at the Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Directorate. In short, it is CIID. Now, I would like to emphasize a few things here. First of all, the first I is investigation. First letter I of CIID is investigation. And then our second letter I is intelligence. Now, our letter D is directorate, not department. Good children, it is Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Directorate. That is our CIID. Most times, children tend to interchange the I's, letter I and letter I. Most times we interchange the letter and say Criminal Intelligence and Investigation Directorate. That is not correct. The right order is investigation first and then intelligence second. And that will bring us to the first department or section of the police. What is the role? The role is to investigate crimes. That is the role of that department. The Department of Police investigates crime by the first thing is to protect the crime scene. The area where the crime has been committed is always protected, and they protect it using this yellow seal here, and it is always written crime scene, do not cross. This is to allow investigation to take place very well. The police also in this department use cameras. As you can see this police officer here, they use cameras to try to investigate the crime so that they can be able to know the causer of the crime, or a criminal who has committed the crime. I want you children to take note of the English that we use here. We have crime, we have criminals, we have crimes. So the plural form of the word crime is crimes. And then the noun is criminal. The person who commits a crime is called criminal. So that is the first department of the police. Let's continue. If you have any question, if you have any comment, just go to our chat and you quickly write it. I will be able to see it and respond it as we continue in our lesson. Okay. The next department or section of the police is called the traffic police section. Now, this is the section of the police that helps to control traffic flow on the road. Why do we need to control traffic flow on the road? This will help us to prevent accidents. Okay? We always use the word prevent accidents because we cannot avoid them. And children, when you write there to avoid accidents, it is very wrong. The right word is to prevent accidents. accidents, to control accidents. Those are the right English words that we use. Now, these are the Uganda Police, Traffic Police Force. You see, their new uniform. That is the new uniform. Of recent, the Uganda Police Department of Traffic changed their uniform. Okay, here they have a white beret, they have got a white belt, and then they have got a white leather belt for the foot. That is a foot belt. It is white in color. Now, this color white is used by the police for identification. White color is easy. You are able to see a police officer easily, okay, on his white beret, white belt, and then the white foot belt. This is for easy identification. When they ask you, why does the police put on a white beret? It is for easy identification. And what is the role of the traffic police? The role of the traffic police is to control the traffic flow. And they control the traffic flow in order to prevent or to control road accidents. Good children, let's continue. I will encourage those members who are writing, commenting, they are putting comments on our chat. I'm very, very happy. Let us continue now and we look at the third department of the police. It is called Anti-riot Police. That is the third department, Anti-riot Police. Okay. Now, Anti-riot Police controls riots. A riot is a violent action of the public. Okay? When they start showing their anger, but in the process they are destroying property of the people. They are disrupting peace. That is what we call a riot. So in that case, the police department of anti-riot comes in with their tools. They have got many tools, as you can see in the picture. They have a shield, they have got a bulletproof vest, and then they have got a very strong helmet, and then we have got those wonderful boots that they are putting on. Those are the tools that they use to control riots so that they can restore peace in an area. Okay, so let's look at the next department. Most children know this department, the fire brigade. But before we continue, I want us to look at the spelling of the word brigade. That is a concern, that is a point that always children mess up. Brigade, they don't spell this word well. So if you're there with me, let's spell this word brigade together. We are going to pronounce the word and then spell the word and then pronounce the word. The word is brigade, and we spell it B-R-I-G-A-D-E, brigade. That is the spelling of the word brigade. So the fire brigade helps to put out big fire. I have emphasized there the word big fire. Why? Because you don't light one candle at home and then you call 999 and say, come on, there's fire. No, the fire brigade puts out very big fire. And these are the tools they use. You can see their vehicle. Okay, this is where they put the hose reel. Let me annotate this for you to see. This is where they put the hose reel, okay? And then it will pump the water, right? It will pump the water and try to stop the fire, right? This is where they put the hose reel right here. And in this vehicle, we have got a tank inside that is used to always help to stop fire. You can see these are the police officers with their tools ready to put out big fire. Okay, now in this, we do not only need to wait for the police, the fire brigade police to come, but at home, it is very important for you to have a fire extinguisher. A fire extinguisher will help you to fight fire at home, and by the time it becomes big, then you can make an alarm and call the fire brigade police. But it's very important that at home you should have a fire extinguisher. It will help you at home. So let's look at the fifth department, and that is the police air wing. The police air wing. If you have gone to our international airport at Entebbe, you will be able to see this team of the police. They handle emergencies, especially on plane crash. When there is a plane crash, quickly the police air wing comes and they help to rescue people and their property. So these are the pictures of our friends in the department of the police air wing. The role is to handle emergency cases, especially on plane crash. Okay, let's continue to look at the next departments. This time I have put many of them together. We will quickly look at them. The next one here is Signal and Communication Department. Signal and Communication Department. This department is in charge of receiving and delivering information within the police force. Okay? The information is delivered within the police force. In other words, they also help to investigate crime. Because when they get to know that you are communicating at the middle of the night, then they will send the information to the CIID that there is this caller who is not ending his calls, and then they will quickly investigate you. Okay, then we have the community policing. The community policing. This is the department of the police that is in charge of the relationship between the general public and the police. Okay, they are the department of the police that tries to bring back the lost love between the public and the police. In this case, especially in Uganda, we have got that poor relationship. We shall look at it when we are looking at the problems facing the Uganda Police Force. We shall look at that problem of poor relationship between the public and the police. And this department of community policing tries to bridge that gap, okay, and make sure that we relate well with those who provide us with security. We have got the dog section, right? The dog section is in charge of training police dogs. Okay, these are the teachers. They train the dogs to act, to save life, and to exhibit crime. Okay, then we have the mobile police patrol unit. This is also called MPPU. The first P is police, then the second P is patrol. It is not mobile patrol police unit. No, please children take note. It is mobile police patrol unit. These are the special group of the police that move around different areas at night, even during day, to detect criminals. Our word has come now, criminals. We said it is a noun, a name given to those who commit crime. Okay? So we call them criminals. If it is one criminal, take note of that. Okay? In English, you will be asked to write one word for a group of the underlined words. So that's why I'm emphasizing this aspect of English so that you master it well. Okay? So the mobile police patrol unit moves around the area to detect criminals. Okay? So this is the time we are going to look at the problems facing the Uganda police. Okay, the first problem is corruption among some police officials. I want to emphasize this word here, some. Okay, let me get my pointer here. The word is some. It means that not all the police officials in Uganda are corrupt. We have some very few corrupt officials in the Uganda Police Force, and it has become a big problem. Okay? I hope that the children that I'm teaching, when they grow up and become police officers, they will not be corrupt police officers. We have got the shortage of vehicles in some areas. Okay, some areas, I want also to emphasize the point here, some areas. Some areas have got a problem of shortage of vehicles. Okay, and that affects the work of the police because they will not be able to reach to the place at the right time. Okay, I mentioned this problem, poor relationship with general public. This is the very big outcry in Uganda. There is a poor relationship between the general public and the police, and that makes the work of the police very difficult because people are not able to cooperate with the police in order to stop crime. But the Department of Community Policing is working hard to make sure that this problem is completely eradicated. We have a problem of shortage of police officials in some areas. I also want to emphasize the point here that some areas have got this shortage, but some areas have got very many of the police officers. Next one is poor housing conditions for some police officers, and this is only in some areas. Okay, we have some police officers who are housed in very beautiful houses in our country, Uganda, but some areas we have got poor housing conditions for police officers, and that is a problem affecting the police force. Now here we have this exercise. This exercise is already in Google Forms, and the form is right there in the description of our video. So when you tap that link of our activity, you can be able to do this activity. You can also get a direct link to the assignment. It is already there in the description of our video, but you can also use our Google Classroom if you're new. If this is your first time to attend to this lesson on Zoom, on YouTube, you can also just go to our Google Classroom. This is our class code. This is our class code 2NOTMY3. This class code will take you direct to our classroom, and you can be able to do the exercise and be children who are actively participating in these YouTube lessons. I will get response, I will mark that work and give you the feedback. Okay, I would like to request you to continue watching our YouTube channel, but also to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and continue watching. We will be able to give you response. I gave you the link to our Google Classroom. Please continue to watch our YouTube channel, and we shall be engaging in our Google Classroom. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you, and see you in our next video. We shall be looking at what we call other social services in our district. Goodbye.